a teacher is such an important figure, and especially in a young person's life, but also through the years. But especially when children are younger, they're looking to their parents and their teacher. It's like their, parent away from home, and watching their behavior and watching how they interact with, the student with Tourette, and any other difficult situation. So what can that teacher do right? What kind of behavior can they model to the other classmates?
Well, I've known some teachers, and it's frustrating. It's hard to be a teacher nowadays,
Yes.
and being a teacher with a student with Tourette is even more challenging. So having the student ignore, like we talked about, ignore a lot of the symptoms,
Yeah.
not make fun of them. I mean, I have some horror stories about teachers not being good role models, and it increases difficulties for everybody in the class. I have a story that I've been telling for years and years. It's a good role modeling story, and it's about um, my son who, going into fourth grade, he had some copialia and more of the swearing and inappropriate language. And so I met with the teacher ahead of time and let her know what my son's symptoms were. I did that every year just to give them a heads up on what the symptoms that she might see. And but I didn't say the word. I didn't say what he said.
Okay.
I
So,
thought,
so
well,
the
she'll.
teacher, so everyone knows we're talking about very, bad language or something shocking, but this teacher didn't know exactly what he was prone to saying. Is that right?
She didn't know the word, right?
Okay. Okay.
And I wasn't going to say it. I figured she'd hear it soon enough. So off he goes, and I'm not hearing anything. So I'm thinking, oh, things must be pretty good. So I met her in the grocery store one day, and she said, Kathy, you're never going to believe what happened. I was doing a class, and we were talking about Alexander Graham Bell. And I said to the class, what did Alexander Graham Bell say after he invented the phone? Well, everybody was pretty quiet. So, stress. And so my son said, you know, I know it, think of a bad word. And that's what he said. And she looked at my son and said, no, not that. Does anybody have any other suggestions? Perfect.
Yeah. She just kept on going with the lesson, huh?
Yep. And at the time, she told my son, you're not bad. And she role modeled for the other children, he's not bad.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not going to yell at somebody for having the hiccups. You're
Yeah.
not going to punish somebody for doing something that's involuntary.
Yeah. For a
And
sneeze.
it was the best role modeling moment of my son's entire life, I think.
Amazing.
And whenever I see the teacher, I still thank her.
Yeah. So the anxiety reduced because maybe he could feel this coming on, and it's going to be inappropriate, but it can't be helped. It's the sneeze coming, whatever. And she just kept rolling right along. Okay, acknowledge, but no, that's not it. And on she went. And so all the classmates are getting, that's how it's done. That's perfect.
Right.
And that's probably a lot better than saying, now, class, this is how we should deal with this. She did it herself in the moment,
Right.
didn't skip
Right.
a beat. That's amazing. That's a win. And that's also down to the fact that you had a meeting with this teacher earlier on. Now, you didn't give her the details of the sort of language that was going to be used, but you prepared her at least that it's going to be, there are going to be some shocking things, and she rolled with it. Amazing.
Yeah. A lot of parents will say to me that they're tired of meeting with the teacher or trying to explain. Um, it doesn't matter if you're tired of doing it, you
Yeah,
need to
you
do it.
can't skip it.
Yeah.